So before starting with the chip formation, let me introduce you to orthogonal cutting and unorthogonal or non-orthogonal. So the orthogonal cutting means the velocity vector and the cutting edge. So this is the cutting edge, this is the velocity vector, are perpendicular or almost perpendicular. And mostly the cutting processes which we have seen, the machining processes such as turning or milling, in those the orthogonal cutting is not observed. They are generally non-orthogonal, but the orthogonal cutting models with respect to chip formation, the cutting forces which are involved, those are very simple. And initially all the modeling will be done by assuming orthogonal cutting, and later we can introduce some factors such as side cutting edge angle, which is the major factor, which can convert or which can take the account of non-orthogonality in the orthogonal cutting models directly. So I can use the same expressions or similar expressions of what we have derived for power required or the cutting forces which are involved for the orthogonal cutting and get the non-orthogonal cutting forces and power directly. So let's start with this chip formation. So this is the workpiece or the job, and this is the tool. So there are two positions or regions in which my deformations are happening. So this is the point of compression of workpiece. So this was original workpiece. This is the finished surface. So this is the region of compression of workpiece resulting into shear stress. And there are two major regions. One is this tip point region, and the second is this region where the chip is being uh, shearing or sliding over the rake surface of the tool. So I'll explain about this rake surface also. The shearing to cut is the process which is happening. The first is the primary shear area or shear stress area or primary deformation zone, at which is at the interface of tool and workpiece. So this is the tool and workpiece interface. And the second is the secondary shear stress area or secondary deformation zone, which is at the interface of tool and chip. So which I explained earlier. Here is that sliding happen. And the Pipson model is very much accurate, and this modeling will be used to check how the chips are being removed. So chip is the removed material which will come out as a stack of cards. That was the assumption, as a stack of card. So this was the unfinished part, this was the finished part. The tool was over here, and the chips will be formed. So one of the chip will be here, the next chip will be on top of it. So they are like stack of cards placed on top of each other. And this is the transient surface which is formed because of machining. And to give you an introduction, this is an angle alpha which is shown. This is plus alpha side. So this is the perpendicular from the finished surface, and this is plus alpha. That means it is positive rake angle. And on the other side, we'll define it as a negative rake angle. And it is defined for this surface, rake surface. That's why this is called as the rake angle. So we have this figure in which there are stacks of card which are chips, and this was unfinished product, this was finished product. So now this was the tool which is having a relative motion with velocity v, or the job is having a relative motion with velocity v with respect to tool. So in total there is a relative motion between the tool and workpiece, and that velocity is v. This is the angle phi, which is called as dynamic shear plane angle phi. The primary shear zone was shown and the secondary shear zone is known. Transient zone or plane is making this. This is the AB, and these are the chips. So next our aim would be to check how the angle phi is changing and other things which can be derived. The shear strain which is occurring in my workpiece during the transient surface formation, and what is my value of this dynamic shear plane in terms of workpiece parameters, because measuring this dynamic shear plane angle is not an easy task. So there should be some type of modeling done. So that's the aim. So we'll stop over here. Thank you.